Just as sunflowers chase the sun, inductees into the South Dakota Hall of Fame chase their dreams day after day, year after year. The 700-plus inductees in the Hall of Fame come from all backgrounds and corners of our state. What their stories have in common is their unwavering courage and belief in their dreams. These dream chasers are an inspiration for us all to strive for excellence and believe in our own potential to chase dreams well into the future.
Since becoming a South Dakota resident over 20 years ago, T. Denny Sanford has affected the state in a positive way that will last for lifetimes to come. Under his ownership, First Premier Bank and Premier Bankcard have risen to become leaders in their industry. The success of these two companies have helped the economy and created more than 3,000 jobs within South Dakota. Mr. Sanford's strongest contribution has come through his philanthropic efforts. He has pledged $70 million for the Homestake Mine Underground Laboratory Research Program in Lead, South Dakota, and most recently, a historic $400 million to Sanford Health to transform itself into a world-class research institution.
Hello, I'm Miles Beacom with the South Dakota Hall of Fame, and today I have an incredible individual to interview, T. Denny Sanford, and Denny was inducted in the South Dakota Hall of Fame in 2007. Denny, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much, Miles. I appreciate it.
Denny, one of the first things I'd like to ask you is, one of the things we want to do is inspire the youth in the state, and you had a challenging youth as well. Could you share yourself growing up?
I'd be happy to. But let me start with a theme that I've created, and that is aspire to inspire before you expire. And I think that's all of our responsibility. Aspire to inspire before you expire, so that we're not just on earth for ourselves, but to help other people. And hopefully a couple of the things that I have to say this morning will resonate with everyone. But, okay, I was born in 1935 in St. Paul, Minnesota, on the very, very poor end of St. Paul, Minnesota. And I never knew my mother. Right after I was born, she went in the hospital with breast cancer, and she died at age 4. She was in the hospital for about 2 years before she died. So I grew up essentially without a mother. And but I had to overcome that. So I did in several different ways, surrounding myself with very, very strong people. It was tough growing up. Along the way, I had a very inspirational third grade teacher, Mrs. Loring. I'll remember her to this day. And she was like a mother to me. She really came at me and said, look, just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself and trust yourself, and you'll get there in a very big way, because you've got everything that's necessary to do that. And thinking back on that whole situation, I've created a program a couple years ago by the name of Sanford Inspire to teach teachers how to get kids believing in themselves, to be inspirational on their own. And it's worked out very, very well. But, okay, so growing up in a tough neighborhood, got into a few problems myself, not doing the right thing at the right time. But I learned. I had a father that was a workhorse, and he made me work. So I worked full-time. I'm still working at age 85. I'm still working 7 days a week, and I enjoy work, because it's not just for Denny or my family, but it's for all the other people that I can help philanthropically in different causes that I have in all sorts of areas, but education and health particularly, and primarily for children. So try and get them to overcome some of the adversities that I had when I was a child. So,
Denny, when did you start working then? At what age?
I started at age 8. My dad had a small warehouse facility in downtown St. Paul, and so every day after school, I'd get on a streetcar. We had streetcars back then, and get on a streetcar and go down and fill his shelves with his merchandise and sweep the floors and so on and so forth. And it didn't hurt me one bit.
Denny, I think it's just amazing that the strength that you have. You lost your mother at 4, started working with your father at 8, graduated from college, was top salesman for the company, started your own company, and then bought a bank. That you had no banking background, and all have been very, very successful. And just shows you your work ethic and your belief, and like you said, building the right team around you. But then the next step was everything that you've done for South Dakota. It's amazing. From each of the universities are stronger today because of Denny Sanford. You look at the healthcare system in the state is stronger because of Denny Sanford.
Sanford Health, yeah.
Why do you give back?
That's why we're on Earth. I believe we are on Earth to provide for other people, not just ourselves and just our family. But when we all have the opportunity to work a little bit harder and make it help someone else rather than just ourselves. The other thing I would say is surround yourself with strong people. Not just the fun people. Surround yourself with strong people. And strong people will help you get there because they'll believe in you. If you're strong, they'll be strong along with you.
Absolutely. Well, Denny, thank you very much for the interview this morning. It's been a real pleasure.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you all.